Hey guys, this is Zuko the Fox again, and welcome to another episode of Land Saga. Last time we shifted between blah and blah, still haven't found Yuka yet, so I need to go look at that eventually, which I forgot to do. But I decided to play this game once again out of curiosity for the Cave of Trials. And I will decide that I'm going to be doing the Cave of Trials a second time, because despite the guy telling me how dangerous this area was, I was kind of given the short end of the stick by the boss, by the cave in the box. Cave in the box? The monster in a box that lied in the back of the floor. So I'm just gonna make a short video of the Cave of Trials, and once I figure out where to get Yuka, I will continue. So let's go just do a short moment of the Cave of Trials. The strategy guy said that this place is good for grinding. But sadly enough, as I went through the dungeon, oh yeah, and the guy said also about wary of the cockatrice enemies that petrify your entire party. It is not recommended, I repeat, not recommended to be grinding in that area, because so far in that entire area I've seen 4 enemies. A recolor of that ghost flame face spirit, who they all do an all party wind attack that will pretty much KO Nidori if the chances are very good enough, which they are. And the skeletons hit hard, but they at least don't one-shot you, or at least I don't think so. And the bees, there's some recolor bees which are fairly weak. The only thing you have to worry about is the cockatrices, which most of the enemies, about more than half of the enemies in the second layer of the Cave of Trials, will be faster than the entire party. Most likely. Unless you decided to grind up higher than mid-20s, then I don't know then. But grinding there is, in comparison to the experience you get out there in the world map to the enemies you win XP and money here, I say it's a high risk, low win possibility. It may seem good when we get to it, but if there's a possibility that you can run into 4 cockatrices, and they are all faster than you, you are most likely screwed in having your entire party be turned to stone. So like I said, very high risk, so don't go there ever to grind. Go somewhere more manageable. Like, good night, this place is horrible. And considering that it takes, well, you gotta wait for melee to level up, see how many experience it takes to get to the next level. I think around like 4,000, maybe 5,000. It will still take a while, even if you're running in that place, and if the cockroaches were removed, you would still kind of have a bad time. No, actually, if the cockroaches were removed from the dungeon, then you'd have a fine time grinding. Unless you were just unlucky, and you forget to heal yourself, and then you got murdered by the next enemy encounter. Then you were definitely dead. But aside from that, let's go for the second layer. Oh, I didn't encounter these zombie enemies last time. Alright, let's have fun with this. Let's go for ignition break. Melee to attack one of them. Nidori can do that, and that. See, there's the enemies. The AoE attacks really hurt Nidori and the other participants, which I don't know who that is, actually. I don't know what that word meant. right after the thing, but... Okay, they hurt for 200 damage. We can run now, right? Let's run. $183. 1171. 77. 215. 201. And I'm dead. Yeah, the enemies are strong, but the boss itself kind of lacks in the power department. Honestly, I could have stayed while I was at the midpoint, but I mean, my first attempt at this just like a few minutes ago only took me about 2 tries, maybe 2 tries, and I was able to get everything. The first time I just died because I got encountered with 4 cockatrices. And you mean, like, the Cave of Trials, man. The Cave of Trials is just kind of unfair in Raws of Power. But it's not fair in the way of what the chests lie, and... I don't know, I can't... Shibba Juba. I mean, Shibba Juba, a Jabba Juba, a Jabba Jiba Dabba Dooba Doo Badabba Dee. You know, since this video is probably going to be kind of short compared to the other videos, I'm gonna have to like upload like another video beside this after I find the Yuka. This video probably be like 10 minutes if I'm lucky the second time around, maybe 10 minutes. And I don't think the wall encounter still works at all in this case. But this place is. The first layer of the Cave of Trials is pretty easy to deal with. The second layer is all about Painville. It's just as bad as Getters have like a kind of repel. Hate them. To get away from counter rates, and you can't run away from the battles either, apparently. I mean, actually I ran away on the second attempt, not recorded, and I ran away pretty well. Well, I think it was because of the cockatrice, but I don't know. You know, so let's go ahead and like save this piece anyway. Don't want to get too confident because the first time around I was able to get on my second try. Let's not get overconfident holes. I saved the second file of the thing with the game, of the attempt after I beat the thing, and I was like, oh, I realized I gotta record this! So that's why the second file is updated. So let's save this. Remove heal. Was ever in pain. And let's go in here again. Second layer. Boop boop. Never put a message over layer 3! I'm sorry for my not so very obvious references, Episode. Oh. Marasa, don't you die on me, we haven't gotten to the next layer yet. We're like on the brink. Yeah, Marasa. We're like on the brink of despair. Wallow in despair. Shut up, man. 6. Okay, let's see how lucky we can get this time. First, there's a set of armor we can get here in this area. The first one we just got was this, which I have no idea what the name for this actually is, because it's not described in the guide. The defensive 5, a better defensive 5 with a special with a SP boost plus 20. And you usually don't see SP boosting items except only on accessories, which is, I guess, something you would really want if you like spending a lot of SP in casual fights. I gotta remember like the 4th one, I think. I don't remember sometimes what people's moves are, because if I don't pick the right one, I'm kinda dead. Though the Cave of Trials second layer is really tough. It has that you messed up once, you're kind of practically gonna get a punishment. That's basically it though. Okay, earthquake, ignition break. Yeah, that's what I want. Do 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 do. And the cockatrice goes first because I don't know, birds are really fast. No, I couldn't really tell who got stoned and who didn't. But Tenchi is, of course, the MVP for our party, and the ones who got stoned seem to be Mei Ling and Marasa. Good thing Reimu has a freaking Cure Stone. Okay, bees, not a problem. Bees do hardly any damage. Which is pretty good enough for me. Hardly do any damage. Though again, this place is kind of tough if you're not careful. So technically, you should just be safe and just treat every encounter here with a precaution of it's kind of a boss, but it's kind of not. Don't use any kind of too powerful techniques, but make sure not to over exhaust yourself before you hit the boss and the kind of so boss in the chest, monster in a box. Okay, so mainly just leveled up, right? So in Alice, so the experience yield compared to the outside is around 100, 200 experience, while the money's around 100, 200. And the experience and money you can gain here vary from 200 to 500. So would you consider grinding here if you had a possibility of getting petrified and not being able to avoid that fact? I wouldn't. That's definitely a high risk. But if the cockatrices were removed from this area, then I would most likely grind here. I did not mean to sword, but what I got was, where is it? It was this, defense of 7, magic defense of 5, and an SP plus 20. Again, if you really want someone to spam your SP spells, then you should probably give them this equipment. And I think I gained the next set here. Magic defense of 5, defense of 4, and SP of 20. Okay, and the second layer isn't very big, so the only thing we have to deal with is the last chest up ahead, and not to get encountered with 4 cockatrices. Or else we're pretty much damn screwed. Screwed, chop, and screwed. You've officially been damn screwed. And ooh, chop, screw. You've officially been damn 466 experience, 420. 420, I meant 402. Oops. Alright, Rainbow heal everybody. The last chest is way over here. 4 cockatrices! We are dead! No, because cockatrices are faster than the party. So that means we are dead. Unless you get very lucky at not getting petrified. I'm not sure who's getting petrified and who's not. Okay, one attacked. So I have a... Everyone was petrified except for Mei Ling! Oh, damn, son. That was a close call. Can I still catch Rainbow's magic spell even though she's... Okay, no, I can't. I don't know what item cures Petrify, but I know I have an item that cures Petrify somewhere in here. What's the symbol? What's this character? The first character is that, so I just need to remember what that first character is. Is it this? No, because the first character is that, but... This? Yes, it is. See, we could have freaking got a game over right there. Because freaking quad team cockatrice. Good thing that that one cockatrice didn't decide to petrify, but just regular attacked. 2 cockatrices, which is not that bad. I think this is the only enemy you can run away from is the cockatrices. Though I can't tell who's getting... I'm probably screwed, aren't I? And And Alice was the one who did not get petrified. This is getting really close. This is freaking close as hell. I did not have this bad of a time last time I was in here. This is just bad. This is just like really calling it close. Heal out the petrify. Heal off the petrify. And one for mailing. Again, this is really cutting corners. Okay, it's only one this time. But this is really kind of pushing it. Alright, let's go. 128. I think the Cockatrice just forfeited his attack for an attack. So, yeah, I think because Cockatrices always go first, it seems. Okay, we're almost there. Mailing, heal the party. For any damage we have taken. These enemies, I don't think we can flee from these, so we have to take them on. I'll say the boss we won't even need to have everybody even use their strongest attack, really. I mean, the only thing you would need is Tenchi, because Tenchi is the MVP party member for this entire game, period. Tenchi is just so good, you don't need anybody else, just have anybody you want, but just make sure to have Tenchi included. Okay, who's dead? Nidori and Marasa. I have 3 of these. Okay, then you shall heal for me. Wait a minute, can I use like other people? Yeah, I can use other party members to heal for me, I think, but I don't know who else has a heal. Who else has a heal on my not active party roster? Moku has self-heal, which does not help. Saki doesn't have, so it's Satori, nope. No one really outside of my party has heal. The only people who have healing right now at the moment is Mailing and Arimu. I think, doesn't Mailing have overheal? Yeah, Mailing has overheal. That's a shame. Okay, hang on. Mailing. You're gonna overheal some peeps, yo. I want to have enough SP for at least Mailing to like... No, actually, not having... I think the only priority is what is in the now is the okay, no, whatever. We got there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright. Monster the box. Let's go. 1v1. Okay, now as I scroll down into the guy for the side quests, that is, if you want to fight this enemy legit, let's see, where is it at? Somewhere around here. Chimera. This guy, okay, as the wiki says, this guy is somewhat susceptible to paralyze. If you're having a tutorial long and he'll level up her Mind Blast, Use it while others go to usual buffs, Fumakeki, Warcry Defender, and Tenchi does her Strike Bash. Goes to Sakuya, blah, but I'm not using Sakuya. It says this, with this party set up, expect in just 2 turns for this thing to die. But I had Talcum down with Tenchi with 1 turn. So let's go! First up, let's round up. Wait, let me get back to the skills list. Tenchi, boop 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 boop. Tenchi, Earthquake, break, Strike Bash. Melee, you can't do jack squat. Marasa, you will do. Okay, where is it at? Marasa, you will do. Tidal Wave, Full Swing, Adrenaline Rush, Fire Crash, Water Ball. You will do Warcry. Neater, you can just do. You can do wait, what was it? Laser Cannon, right? Yeah, you can just do Laser Cannon. Alice can do Cold Bolt or whatever. And since Rainbow has no MP after SP after healing, I think we should at least survive his attack if it's an all-party attack, which did around 100 the first time around, around 100 damage. So, let's see how easy. 141, 150, around 100, a little low. 241, 1. Oh, Tenchi, you missed? What? Dang it, Tenchi! Why'd you miss, Tenchi? Though if Tenchi would have hit it, it would have done, like, as I saw in my last attempt, would have done about 600 damage and would have killed them. But let's not get too hasty. Okay, irregular attack that time. But there we go! Beat it! And in the chest was a said cat ear hood, which probably is a reference to Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy had an equipment like that named Cat Ear Hood. Let's see what it does. Cat Ear Hood. It's somewhere around here. It should be somewhere. Right here. Defense of 2, magic defense of 10, with HP of 50. Something of words that I do not know what they are. But, yeah. That should be everything in the Cave of Trials. The cycle layer is short, the enemies are strong, but with Tenchi as your MVP character, and Marasa with Roar Cry, and the rest of the party with their usual defensive buffs, the enemy is... you will make short work of the enemy. Remember which one is the teleporter. And since I used really most of my equipment and items, since I used really badly my items in that run, I will switch over back to my second file, which I did after I beated that dungeon with less item usage. So next time, everybody. Oh wow, 25 minutes. I was expecting this to take a 12 or so. But this is kind of like half of an episode or so than usual. Next time, everyone, I will find out where Yuka is if I don't forget again, either due to forgetting or procrastination. And then we will see the side quest with Yuka, and then we will move on to getting down with the Utsuho nuclear raven who's decimating the town for reasons of unknown. But yeah, we're gonna kick her butt eventually, because she will through the day. She destroyed a lone village because she just wanted to. So see you guys next time.